Welcome back, financial investors. My name is Brent, and today we're going to be doing our Monday buys video here on September 23rd, 2019. We're going to take a look at stock futures, and then we're going to jump over into the M1 Finance account, take a look at the Roth IRA performance for the past week, what stocks were up, what stocks were down. Also take a look at what stocks paid out dividends, and also take a look at the total portfolio, seeing where we are going to be buying today. I have not yet looked at the portfolio here in quite a while, actually. Last week was a bit boring. I was kind of waiting for the Fed cut rates as expected, and the market just kind of went sideways for a while. Not really anything sparking any interest, so we will take a look at the portfolio together and kind of go from there. So with that said, if you guys have not yet subscribed to the channel, I would highly appreciate it if you do subscribe to the channel. Hit the red button below. If you do enjoy this video, find it helpful, hit the thumbs up. And if you have any comments or questions going over this video, stocks that you are buying, stock market, dividends, or real estate, drop it into the comment section. I do read and reply to all your comments, and if it's a great comment that goes over a question that will benefit all the viewers and subscribers, I will go ahead and make a video covering it here in the future. So let's go ahead and start off the video. The stock futures are currently positive. There's really no news out there of negativity. Fed cut rates as expected last week. I did see Wealthfront, SoFi cutting their rates as well from a little over 0.25%. That's the Fed had cut it. I know Wealthfront went from 2.32 to 2.07, so that may be a 0.25% cut. I also saw SoFi cut their rates as well. Those are two platforms that I am using. I primarily use Wealthfront for the majority of my savings, and I do use SoFi for my business savings and debit account. But I noticed that they both had cut it. Outside of that, really nothing big out on the market. The China market is currently open. They were just down about 0.5, 0.6%. Now they're down to 0.82, but I don't see that really affecting the U.S. markets. There's really no tension right now between both of them here. As far as trade deal concerns, that's already kind of set to the side for now. I know they've been kind of discussing if there's some sort of news that comes out that kind of throws a wrench into it, we may see the markets hit here on Monday. But overall, we can see that the S&P, NASDAQ, and the Dow Jones is up almost 0.5% here, starting up on Monday in stock futures. Now, I noticed that M1 Finance has changed the way that their page loads. They are offering that whole investment or sort of savings. They have these savings in here where you can spend money, you can borrow money. I don't plan on using it. I made a video in the past on why I will not use M1 Finance for my spending account. I already have a checking, where I have a credit card. I get 2.5% back on everything that I purchase. Plus, I have bumped app. So if I go shopping at Lowe's, if I go shopping at Fred Meyer's or any other Kroger establishment, I also get stock from the bumped app, and then I also get 2.03, 2.07 with Wealthfront. So I have all my needs met elsewhere other than M1 Finance, where I won't have to be charged that $100 fee. So just really quickly knocking that out here early in the video. I know I've been seeing some comments from viewers, subscribers asking me if I'm going to be using the M1 features here. Now overall here we can see that the performance of this account is doing well, up 18.26. The market gains has gone pulling back slightly since last week here. We can see that overall last week we lost about 0.5% here. $92.16 was from market gains. Earned dividends, we did make some dividends last week. We didn't get paid them out, but we sat through some ex dividends in comparison to the S&P. The S&P last week over the past 5 days lost 0.51. So basically right in there, about 0.5, 0.51. We also saw the Dow Jones for the week. This is our second place as far as losers, down 1.05. We see the NASDAQ down 0.72, and our biggest loser this past week is the Russell 2000, down 1.06. Now, taking a look here at the performance of the companies here within the past week, we can see here that our biggest gainers were Kimberly-Clark, Main Street Capital, Consolidated Edison, WP Carey, and AbbVie. So AbbVie and Southern Company, all of these performing either between 2 to almost 5% there with Kimberly-Clark. Now, our worst performers with almost 2% or higher as far as loss, we have Cardinal Health, CenturyLink, Eaton Vance. CenturyLink, I made my video last week that I was actually planning on selling CenturyLink, but I completely forgot to sell it in the portfolio. So that was something I had planned on doing last week's video, but I forgot to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it in here for right now. Eaton Vans also down 2.92. Tanger Factory Outlet down 3%. Caterpillar down 4.28. And Las Vegas Sands down 4.32. Now, Tanger Factory Outlet and Las Vegas Sands, these are positions here that I recently started to add more equity into, but they had gone to be pretty positive here. So I didn't add into them recently, but now that they've kind of been pulling back here a little bit, we may see an opportunity to kind of invest more into that position, and we'll kind of dive into here that in just a little bit. Now, as far as cash on hand, I have $10.24 that have been paid out into this account. If we jump into our activity tab, we'll see what stocks paid out dividends last week. So last week, we had the dates between the 16th and the 20th of September. So here we'll just look at the 16th here, starting with Consolidated Edison. So last week, Consolidated Edison paid out $3.44. We also had Main Street Capital paying out 80 cents. We have Stanley Black & Decker paying out $3.27. And Avery Dennison paying out $2.74. So if you were to add 344, 80 cents, 327, and 274, we would arrive at $10.24 of cash already waiting for us to invest it in wherever we see fit. Now, I wanted to go ahead and load up my share here. We're going to go ahead and zoom in. And of course, these are not loading for some reason. They were loading in the past, but they're kind of having some errors. If I try to refresh this, it may not have them load. They haven't loaded in the last week or so, so I may be looking into why that is, or I'll kind of just let them sit and hang for now. Now, kind of looking at the portfolio, let's go ahead and sort this by winners to losers, and we can see here Ultra is our biggest loser down there, 35.42 into the negative. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in just a tad bit more. That way all of you on the mobile devices will be able to see. Now, kind of scrolling down towards our losers here, we can see out of all the positions, we have 34 positions right now in this account. And of the 34 stocks, we have 9 of them that are in the negative. Now, Pfizer looks like it pulled back just a little bit last week when I thought I had bought it. Let's go look at my buys. So if you hung out last week and yeah, I did buy it last week. Okay, so I bought some Pfizer, $68.95, and some Caterpillar, $68.95. So I bought Caterpillar and Pfizer. Pfizer did do a bit of a pullback, so if I go down here towards my buys, I purchased Pfizer and Caterpillar on the 16th of September. They are down. I lost 39 cents on Pfizer. I lost $2.72 on Caterpillar. So not a whole lot of negative here. We see Pfizer down 0.54 and Caterpillar down 4.03. So kind of sliding up into some of these other positions. So Pfizer is currently negative. It is not up to that 700 threshold that I really want Pfizer to be at. Also, Las Vegas Sands isn't quite at that $700. Tanger Factory Outlets also not near that $700, as all these other positions down here that are in the negative, they're at equity that I've added into them is at $700. So what I want to do here is take the opportunity to average into these positions. This will lower my unit cost, increase my yield on cost, and increase my future dividend income. All these positions right now are trading around 4% yield to almost 9% there with Tanger Factory Outlets. So 9% is a very risky investment, but we're going to go ahead and do it. This is, it has $496 of equity in it. Am I worried about losing $500? Not so much. And this company, I've heard a lot of positive news about their shopping centers, and their financials look on point. So here over the past few year, they've had a little bit of negative news, but this will all sort of recover. And if they do cut their dividend, they'll still be offering a 4.5% yield, even if they cut it by half. So we'll kind of see what goes on there in the future. Nothing can be predicted, but we'll go ahead and do these three. So we're going to be buying Pfizer, Las Vegas Sands, and Tanger Factory Outlet. I'm going to go ahead and cancel. What I did here is I just made a buy. I let M1 Finance decide what I wanted to buy and just kind of seeing what they would actually do. So I'm going to go ahead and sort this by my all. I'm going to go ahead and flip this to my most negatives. Now, my focus this week, it was going to be on Pfizer, Las Vegas Sands, and Tanger Factory Outlet. So we are going to be splitting we're going to go ahead and have our calculator. $115.38 is what I add in every single week. We're also going to be having our dividends there of $10.24. So we're going to have $125.62 split into 3. So that should be about $41.87. So we'll go 41. We'll just say $42 into all 3. So we're going to go ahead and target Tanger Factory Outlet. And we're going to go ahead and punch in 70. We'll say 72 there, and continue and confirm. And then we'll jump into our next one here. So we have Las Vegas Sands. I saw that was the correct one, right? Yeah, Las Vegas Sands. And go ahead and punch in buy sell. Go ahead and copy paste it back in there, and it should load in your order. And we'll go ahead and punch in another $72 and confirm and okay that. And then our very last one here. Did we already hit that one in there? Pfizer. Back. Cancel. Cancel. Escape. Okay, so I have, where is estimated? Las Vegas and Tanger Factory. Okay. Las Vegas and Tanger Factory, and our last one was Pfizer, which is right here. This is showing as 5.93 positive. That is because they're taking into account the dividends that we've been earned or paid in this account. We can see that our market gain is actually down 3.56. We're going to go ahead and just buy this. It is going to be lowering our unit cost so long as Pfizer doesn't go up by 0.72% here on Monday. So we're going to go ahead and punch in $72 there as well and confirm. And I have $216 in buy orders. So something out there is a bit wonky. Okay, that's the last one. So I think that is pretty good. I am not sure if I did something incorrectly here. Let's go ahead and sort this by our negatives. We see Tanger, has a trade. Las Vegas Sands has a trade. Pfizer has a trade. We shouldn't see any other trade. And I don't see anything there. So I do believe that'll be it for today's video. If you guys have enjoyed this video, again, hit the thumbs up button below. Let me know what stocks you are buying this week. Are you buying into new positions? Are you just kind of waiting it out to see where the market's going to be going? Or are you just kind of dollar cost averaging into positions that you're already invested in, similar to what I am doing? I'm not going out of my way to look and invest in other companies right now. What I am doing is doubling down on my positions that I'm currently invested in, because I've already done the research on these positions, and if they're trading back a little bit, that is fine. That is what I want them to do as I build my portfolio size equity-wise into these positions to a reasonable amount, and then I can go ahead and kind of coast from there, or just continue to, the whole year is going to be wrapping up here very quickly, and then we're going to have another $6,000 to deposit into the M1 Finance Roth IRA account. So another cycle will begin. So that is it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy this video, hit the thumbs up button below. If you have not yet subscribed, hit the subscribe. And if you have any comments or questions, drop it into the comment section below. Go over this video, stock market, dividends, or real estate. Let me know what stocks you are buying this week. And thank you all for tuning in. I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.